everyone, Sirturmund here again, and Whitebeard is not dead. No matter how people thought that after the restrictions that Whitebeard will be dead, that hasn't been the case. Whitebeard won one of the regionals last weekend, and it means that he's still around, right? So now we go more towards a straw hat version of Whitebeard, while also mixing in some Whitebeard pirates, right? We still have the Izou, the Marcos, etc. So let's see how this version of Whitebeard goes. Today's matchup is going to be against Zoro, which is going to be a very popular matchup that you're going to run into of Whitebeard versus Zoro. So hope you enjoy the game coming up soon. And if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the game. In this matchup, we're going against Zoro. Let's go first. We'll keep this hand. We'll go ahead and play the Nami. We'll get the guard point. I almost thought I whipped for a second. We have 2 guard points. We don't have an Izou, so that could be a little bit of a problem. And a Izou. Okay, so the opponent picked their own Izou. We can go double the blockers, so we can go 7 here. And then we can go shopper. The Marco is going to help us kind of clear up their board next turn. So that's kind of why I wanted to go first, so that I have the access to be able to just get rid of their stuff. The opponent gets the guard point. So guard point is, they play the Izou that we know that they have in their hand. So guard point. And they missed the Izou, right? So they whiff the Izou. All right. I definitely want to play this Marco, right? I definitely want to play this Marco. It's going to be such a big unit that the opponent's going to have to deal with. They can have their own Marco next. Now they go for a guard point there. That's cool. We'll get rid of the buggy because the buggy can get buffed by the other stuff. We have 2 Izous, we have 2 guard points, we have a rush Luffy. Opponent goes ahead, like I said, gets rid of the first blocker. We'll go ahead and block the second ones in case the opponent has a second. We have our own Marco blocker, which is going to be enabled this turn. So we can go Marco, Izou, and be okay. I guess let's go Izou first. I might rather have the ace. No, I think it's probably correct for us to have the Marco. Yeah, it's probably correct for us to have the Marco. Let's go sits. Let's go sits again. If the opponent doesn't want to use their 2K counters, that's okay with me. Okay. We'll go second Izou. Let's pick that Marco again. And we'll go Marco here. And finish the turn. I am in a position where I can put a lot of pressure on them. Like, these Izous are not doing much, right? But they are going to be efficient once the opponent attacks with their stuff right here. We still have the 1 down, potentially, for our guard point. But we don't really have a lot of 2K counters. If I take this 2 lives right here, like, if I take this 2 life right here, do I want to do that? Okay, so we are able to kill their cards. Okay, sure. I mean, that's... Sure. That was a wasted attack. You needed to put 1 more dawn on it. I think opponent forgot that my Whitebeard 6K. So my opponent must have forgotten that my Whitebeard 6K, huh? Radical Beam and Fire Fist. Let's use it. Let's trash the Atmos. Okay, and this one we take, right? Because this, I mean, I guess there's a chance that we draw the 9-cost Whitebeard, but because we don't have the 9-cost Whitebeard in our hand right now, I don't know that it's correct Now let's counter that. I want to keep one life next turn. I want to keep one life next turn. We'll have the blocker. We'll have the guard point. We can kill their stuff, right? So we can go Nami into Izou. If the opponent wants to counter that out, that's okay. Do I want to put the one Dawn here and go for 3? Sure. Okay. Now, the opponent has the events, right? So let's say the opponent has the events here. We definitely want to play this Marco and save one Dawn. So we have 2 Dawn to play with. So we have 2 Dawn to play with. With the 2 Dawn that we have left, I think it's actually better to just go face than it is for us to go after Marco. Like, I think it's correct for us to go to face. Go here, pop this guy. We have a blocker. We have 2 2K counters and a guard point. And then we also have the rush Luffy. We know that the opponent had a guard point from earlier. They got rid of the only radical beam. Oh no, they used the guard point already. So we don't know what the opponent has. We know that the opponent has a Marco here, which is what they just showed us. They play the Haruta. They have to just go for life, right? The thing is that I don't care about taking 1 hit here. So I'm fine taking 1 hit because I know that I'm going to lose that life next turn anyways. So like, I'm okay taking this 1 hit here. Sure. And then we'll just block with the Marco. Oh, or I guess we can. So the opponent has. Yeah, I'll counter that. I'll counter that. It tells me, I feel like the opponent has something else, right? Yeah, they have the rush Zoro. Let's go for the 2K. We can keep that blocker alive. All right. The Red Hulk and the guard point, that's 3 Dawn. We have the Luffy, that's 5. So that leaves me with 2 Dawn to play with. So we can go Whitebeard here, so 7. Opponent goes for the guard point. Marco here. So if we go 7, 8, 9. What if we just go 9 here? Opponent just tapped out of any other counter, right? So 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll go for 12. And if the opponent can defend this, we can always attack with the Marco afterwards. Because they used up all their cards, because they used up their stuff, because they used up their 1 Dawn that was open on this first attack, I knew I didn't have to worry about any more defenses, right? So as long as I go, we start with 7 here, because he's going to bait out 2 cards or that guard point like it happened there. If the opponent blocked that 7 like they did, then we can go 9, and then we can go 12 there and just have lethal. We could also just go and actually, probably was better to go for 11 here, and then have the Makino to have 5 and 5. That actually would have been better, because the opponent only have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, right? So they only have 4 cards. If we assume that all 4 of these cards are 2K counters, nah, there's no way that they can survive. If we go 12 here, they have to use all 4 cards anyways to as a 2K counter, which means that the Marco can just attack for 5 and win the game after that. So yeah, that's kind of how you're going to go ahead and play against Zoro with this Whitebeard. It's going to end up being a race. We end up getting the 1-off Marco, but we did also have double shopper blocker that helped out a lot. And you still have this 5-cost Marco, which is the MVP in this matchup, allowing us to be able to remove the opponent's unit so that they cannot just try to rush us down with going super wide. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's games of Whitebeard versus Zoro. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy your day.